Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Sort of Chaos podcast. I'm your host, Andrew. What's going on, people? Long time no see. About a couple of weeks. Last week I got vaccinated, felt a little bit sick, and I didn't do the live, so I won't make it up to you tonight. I have a special guest. His name is Ren. He's one of my oldest dudes. And if he were closer, I'm sure we would have been friends. I'm kidding, buddy. We're still friends. What's going on? Then let me just switch to his face. And your life. Oh, shit. That's too big of a face. What's up?
Hey, guys.
What's up, dude? What's going on?
Nothing. Chilling, doing the COVID stuff.
Do you
Just so we know, we have some technical difficulties right now.
When the fuck don't we have technical difficulties?
Right. It's the name of the fucking podcast, so
my camera isn't working anymore.
It's because of me. Because I entered with the Spock.
The Spock
sign.
You messed it up, dude. Let me see. Just hold on, people. Sort of chaos. Like this never.
I'm just gonna mute myself. So
mute yourself. You could keep the people entertained, but I know you don't roll it. No, I'm kidding. Guys. I'm kidding. No. Hold on.
I'm taking over. Did you mute yourself, or can I still hear you? Guess not. We're live from New York, Saturday Night Live.
And we're live. We're back. There's so many points of failure, dude. I can't even explain to you. That's why I need a bigger space. Why I need to get
the same glass. That's awesome.
Oh shit! IKEA for life. What's going on?
Cheers.
Cheers, buddy. He has the same glass. Hold on, show it.
Oh, come on.
Come on, this is this is entertainment. This is high quality entertainment.
You're fangirling over me, or am I over you? I cannot understand.
I need to get the fuck out of here, dude, because there's so many points of failure. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much stuff on batteries that they could like fail at any time that it cuts off my sound. It's my camera, obviously.
Did you mess up like 1 or 2 computers up to this point because you have some PSU failures?
I call it a gift. Like from this point, it's literally a gift. I don't know how I do it. I've been lucky in this new place I moved for the last COVID year to not have power outages. But yeah, before it was chaos. Glad I got that period over with. Hope the new place I move in, it will also not get me in trouble, but it definitely will give me more space. And you guys, I don't know, the guys who seen this in the future and gals, this seems wide, right? It seems like, oh, he has a lot of space. If I move the camera around,
yeah, he does.
Right? There's just cables in like a jungle. Think he's having so much fun until I see him, and then I'm like, don't play with the cables.
Try it with a fisheye camera, lens. Sorry.
No, yeah, just to show everything. I don't want to show the ugliness. I want to maintain the illusion, dude. I wanted to have your opinion on some Reddit articles.
Let's go with it.
Because when you don't have time to write,
I'm a professional on opinions, so
yes, likewise.
That's the best.
The problem is, technically, it would be too much hassle to kind of make Ren appear at the same time with what I'm showing you. So I'll switch back and forth between him. Meanwhile, he's live with the voice. You can always interject and make me pop you on the screen, man. Oh, that sounded wrong. All right,
It's gonna be a good night tonight.
which is a good like the homoerotic straight jokes is a good segue to the thing I'm about to show you. Here we go, people.
Okay,
Here
bring
we
it,
go.
Daddy.
Hold on. Here we go. Just on point. Reddit. Where is it? Because when you don't have time to write, it's always your best shot is using other people's funny.
Yeah,
And-
that's how you become a comedian, right?
yeah, I think so. I don't know. I never figured it out. Hold on. History
on.
saved. I can do this. Boom, and
Okay.
it'll
Is it gonna crash? Is Apple gonna crash tonight?
hopefully not. So here's what I found, dude. It's this thing. There's this Reddit post. What's something your female friends just wouldn't get, right? So it's like,
Okay.
there we go. And I love reading these posts for the top comments. You know what I mean? So let's go through a couple. I went through a couple of these, but let's see if you relate and I relate. All right. First one: the immediate intense fear when you feel when one of your balls moves out of place. Fuck, that gets me every time. Do you get this, dude?
I have a similar, I don't know if he's referring to the exact same thing, but when I was younger, I felt the first time with my balls going in,
Yeah.
inside
When-
your body.
yeah.
I was like, where are they? Where are they?
Yeah, but that
But
don't.
after a second, I'm like, oh, it's only normal. And I call that battle mode. So, when I have to fight someone, I just push him in.
Yeah. Because if you do get tense, you kind of they kind of pop
Mhm.
up. Or if you're cold or some shit, it's the same. I think process. But
Yeah.
there's also this sometimes just one of them goes wild. You know what I mean?
Is it the same for women when they just go like this?
They might. I mean, dude, there's like in my unprofessional opinion, but well documented opinion,
Mm.
I think menstrual pain is the same as a ball hurt. I've said this before.
You shouldn't start with that subject.
I don't give a fuck.
You're gonna get canceled over this.
What, even more canceled? First of all, listen.
No, you're gonna get me canceled.
What are you going to
That's
get
the
canceled?
fucking problem.
It's not even your first name here. Nobody will find out. Nobody with a lot of
I'm
$1 billion will find out.
nothing.
Don't worry.
I'm telling you, Kanye West got his name from me.
All right. So, yeah, this I believe this is something women will never get. What about the next one? Let's see. I like this creative exercise. It says that that hard dick doesn't equal aroused,
Can you elaborate?
and vice versa. I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
Oh,
So
yeah. I agree
that
with
hard dick doesn't equal aroused because
Well,
you
we
can have. Yeah, go ahead.
We can just look at the fact that every morning most of the guys have morning wood, and that's supposed to be your body's response to keeping the pee in, so you don't pee your pants. That's why, as a child,
It's
you
true.
don't have the muscles to get hard on. But once you get after that point, you
Once you
basically
start-
that's your body saying stop.
I didn't know this, but it makes perfect sense because once you like develop the muscles to not piss yourself, then you instantly get boners, little tiny vigorous boners.
The more you know.
The more you know. Yeah, just little kid boners.
No, science is amazing when it comes to the human body. It's something else.
Yeah, I wonder what the equivalent for girls is when it's like they have to pee. Because they don't have a hard one. You think their clit swells up for a little second? Because that hard on I mean, you can have sexual dreams hard ons, and those are different. I didn't have one
Okay,
since I
yeah,
was 20, right? Because or I over jerk off, or maybe I didn't give enough sleep. But these strictly going to the bathroom ones, let the ladies not make any mistakes. They are not arousal. They're mechanical, right? You don't really.
But you can still fuck with it.
Oh, you definitely can. Or especially when you start to like have a little bit of fun and you're like 10 minutes in and you realize you got to piss, but you don't want to go yet because your dick is a little bit harder.
Did you have the dilemma where you were close to coming and you're like, what if I piss?
Yeah, piss or come. Like, no, either I stop or I don't know which one of these is going to happen. No, I can't. I don't understand peeing porn, dude. I don't get it because I mean I get it psychologically, whatever the hell. I get the emphasis. I get why I might get into it when over 40. If the
Jesus
road leads that way, I'm saying leave options open. Don't oversaturate yourself with everything when you're 20. Like everything will be boring when you're 40. But I don't get how you can have a hard on and pee at the same. I mean, you can, but you have to like definitely stop like squeezing your inside of your asshole to push
Have
blood
you
towards
heard
the
about
dick.
drugs?
No, I know drugs. I meant not necessarily MDMA and like poppers and all this shit. I meant.
Anyway, I don't know. I
Can you?
tend to not king shame people. Sorry for interrupting you.
No, go ahead.
But at the same time, yeah, I can see you know, some kinks being like, I will never go there in like a million years. I
You
don't know.
mean you?
That's just me.
With peeing, you mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, sure. Didn't know fiecare con lui, right? To each his own. But
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand. I couldn't understand. What are you, 26 now? You said?
26 turning in a few months, yeah.
So you're 25 yet. I didn't even consider. I was just like you. Now I'm considering. I'm not saying I won't do it. I'm saying maybe I'll
What
jerk
about
off
in
to
10
it.
years? You're gonna be doing it.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'm saying I opened up my mind, dude. You gotta stay. Anyway, this is high quality knowing men episode. Ladies
Yeah.
should watch. And the reverse is true too. Also, aroused doesn't mean hard dick always.
Of course.
How many times you've been like in classroom and just being
But
like,
yeah, but most of the time, at least how biologically the body works, once you get aroused, you might not get a full hard on, but your body's gonna react to the arousal.
yeah, it's
Like you're
definitely
gonna feel itchy in your pants and shit like that.
itchy in your pants. If it itches, dude, I'm not sure it's it's the right thing
Fair
happening.
enough, fair enough. Touche.
I get it. You're trying to explain it to the girls.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep this PG-13, podcast.
Yeah. We just talked about balls. We're getting to come. So don't worry about
On the moon.
to the moon and beyond. So yeah, aroused. All right, let's see the next one. Body image is an issue for
You have
both
to change
genders.
the camera because I cannot see shit.
What happened? I fucked
Well,
up.
I cannot see the phone.
Oh, yeah.
You have to switch me with the
This is
phone
why I
here.
love having you. It could be like a hey fuck face position. Look what
Is
you're
this my
doing.
producer interview? For the
Yeah,
producer.
yeah.
Okay.
Except you also have to do all these buttons and like, which is impossible for way up there.
I require only $5 a minute, so it's gonna be cheap.
Cheap as hell.
Yeah.
Body image is an issue for both genders. A lot of fellas are incredibly fixated and insecure about their muscle mass and body fat.
100% agree.
Yeah.
Like this is the problem with actually the society that we kind of created and live in, right? And I think this is your place to speak about advertising, but ever since it began with advertising,
Yeah.
society just changed, mainly in USA, and how influenced they are with by each ad, and people want to get only that kind of candy or cereal because it appeared in a movie or some shit like that. And
Yeah.
we're schooled to think in a different way and to imagine, romance in movies. Sorry for making so many tangents,
No,
but
it's
a lot
okay.
of
You're in
girls
the
and
right place.
also men. Sorry.
You're in the right place to make tangents. Go ahead.
Awesome, perfect. The tangent podcast. Anyway, so romantic movies, they portray the not ideal, in my opinion, not even the real way of love, of romance, but people expect for all that crying in the rain stuff, or coming with a boombox on her apartment door.
Yeah, that you're
Sorry.
talking about chicks fantasies right now.
Yeah. Like Twilight.
But
Look at that shit.
but there's two sides of the same. I mean, the other side of that is porn.
Yeah.
Right, because you expect the girl to do all the disgusting shit you saw there, right? So we have to live with that. I believe like any sane man wouldn't get with a woman that just this is everything. Just this, what you described, the romantic movies. This is a whole world. If that's the type of girl, fuck that girl, right? Similarly with the dude with the porn, right? If he's just like this maniac who just wants to replicate that all 24/7, and then
well, it's about maturity, dude. Are you mature enough
Nope.
to separate to separate, as you talked in one of your all the episodes, separate the sex brain, the monkey brain,
Yeah.
from the the ego, the consciousness that you use each day. You have to be able to see those things as separate things, improve on each of them. But people don't do that. They get them mixed up, and that's how
I think
problems arise.
this is a very delicate spot. You're right, and I meant what I said in that episode, The Shower, and many other times. But it's also with an asterisk. Like, that doesn't mean suppress it completely. Like, even maintaining a relationship with your girl, it had you have to let the beast even in real life, but like selectively. You know what I mean?
Correct. Yeah.
Like, choose your battles when you can be an asshole or whatever the hell, so you can incite your girl, other girls, whatever the fuck people. Doesn't have to be sexual, right? You can be a bit of an asshole to crack a joke. You can be, but selectively, right? And then in sex, you don't always have to be like spit in your fucking mouth and then like to choke fuck you. You can mix it up there too, but you have to, I don't know, bring her a glass of water right after whatever, right?
Yeah, like anything in life, we need balance. You try to have like the saying goes, you have two wolves inside of you.
Yeah.
Well, try to keep them talking to each other, or in open communication.
Yeah, but not let one win over the other, I guess. Yeah, the true balance. I'll never achieve it, but I know the theory.
But not the practice.
Yeah, well, I'm trying, just like the rest of us, I hope. But yeah, as far as the image from advertising, I think men should man the fuck up. Listen, similarly, how I made the most hated video on this channel right now is like the be a lady. They said every day I get new comments. Must be like 1,000 comments.
Really?
Yeah, you should check back on those comments. It's like it's every day I'm pouring new comments. I don't read them, but I see the notification. I'm like, all right, have fun, ladies. But to be fair to that, to those ladies who got upset, like I have like how I said in that episode, I was basically describing that, yes, if you guys know, Be a Man, they said it was a huge campaign last year. But I argued in that spot that it's clearly with an intention to like blow up women's ass. That doesn't mean I don't support women. On contrary, I would say, or I try to. But it was so how do you call it? Self-congratulating. And kind of with an agenda to kind of like, yeah, we're all in this together. And in that one, I argued like, toughen up, ladies, toughen up, because yeah, you can complain on some of those things, but there's shit in your core too. And if you pretend that shit doesn't exist, then we're gonna not be fair. Like, we're gonna be the asshole you're actually complaining about, and there's not as many as were portrayed out there, right? But to be fair, if I told those women man up, then I have to tell men like who think body image is
women
issue.
Down.
No, I mean, like, I have to tell the dudes who could, like this dude who wrote the comment, body image is an issue for both genders. That should be known. But at the same time, as a dude, as cool as I seem, and maybe I believe I am like 90% of the time, I still hate it. Like, fuck, I used to be fitter. God, like, I can always get better. So definitely you empathize with that. But what I'm saying is we shouldn't bitch about it as men, because it's not as a high factor in attracting women than women's looks are in men. You know what I mean? So I can.
Can you say that again?
So I can empathize with a girl being stressed about not being pretty, although she shouldn't be.
Okay.
She should try. But versus a guy, you could be not a perfect like a bodybuilder and still have a lot of women. Yeah. You know what I mean?
So, I mean, it's that meme where a fat guy goes into a mirror and he goes like this and like, oh, I'm so fucking sexy.
How he sees himself.
Don't look at themselves like that, and it's mainly because maybe how the DNA, got us programmed. But at the same time,
no, I think it's just we get away with it. If women 100% decided tomorrow not to fuck guys who aren't fit, they're like, I don't give a shit how much money you are or how cute you are to me.
So we're both gonna be single then.
No, I would think, I probably would. My girl loves me, but I don't never know. But all of us would be stagnating for 2 months and everybody will hit the gym.
Not everybody.
Whatever. Event is going to be a slow burn, but eventually most men will, because you want to get pussy. I'm going to quote some comedian. I forgot about who said it exactly, but they had this great point where like if men if weren't for women demanding, like having expectations of having a house, a house to raise their family in, men would be living in fucking cardboard boxes in alleys.
True.
It's all motivated in the end by pussy somehow, even if children take over, whatever the fuck. So in the same manner, I'll say this dude, yeah, you should not go too easy on yourself when it comes to, let's just say, if soda is more liquid than the actual water you drink, maybe be a little bit hard on yourself. Other than that, don't be so hard on yourself, but also don't bitch. Like, oh, women don't see men, they don't see we're also very nice. Yes, they do, but they're human. You want to fuck this perfect chick?
That's incel behavior.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's incel behavior with every woman does all women like me, but they don't want to fuck me and shit like that.
Yeah. You slide towards that. So I'm gonna say, stop kidding, stop complaining, fellas. Let's move on to the next one. I like this. This is good. You think this is good input for women? Maybe.
As a man, I cannot speak for the owners of vaginas.
All right, let's
people with vaginas.
Yes, you can. All right, I'm kidding. Let's go. Next one says how we flirt better with the homies than we do with them. This is what I was talking about. Guy love.
Yeah.
That's what it ties in perfectly.
I cannot explain this one. It's
nothing cannot not be the same. Tell me the logic. You have to. You can logic behind it. Take your best guess. Baby, do we still have
as a woman? Sorry.
Go ahead.
When you try to hook up with a girl, you should know almost everything that needs to be done to make that girl feel awesome, right?
Okay.
And girls flirt between them like girls flirt between them, like with oh hey girl, what's up, and all that shit. Yeah, but and with men,
okay,
it'll be the same thing. We get to be homies and all that shit, but when it goes down to sucking a dick, a man should always know the best dick suckage. This is allegedly, so I have no experience
what? So men should know how they want their
the
dick
same way
sucked, or how to suck a dick better than a woman.
Give another woman an orgasm, like the perfect orgasm.
They don't,
or
though.
Whatever. How do you know that you're a man?
No, they don't.
I'm saying what the joke is, or what the expected, in society, the expected outcome is.
You think? I don't think so. I don't think like if you're not this like dreamy dude who thinks lesbian porn is all women. I would argue this though. I think it's funnier for dudes to just make sex jokes because it's just more implausible in your imagination as a straight guy, because I forget, I'm too stupid, people, but I always mention the scale of bisexuality. It's from 1 to 5. I didn't invent it. Yeah. Look it up. Yeah, so everybody's on one the scale, but the standard deviation when it comes to men is leaning towards 1, and women, the bell curve is more centered. So that means for as a guy, you are either very straight or gay, and there's bisexual men, obviously, but the proportion of those is smaller, you know what I mean? But for women, because they are, I don't know if it's socially or biologically or a mix of the two, because they're allowed to kind of be girly on each other and like hug, their bisexuality, that one time in college, you know what I mean? Like they get to experiment. So their bisexuality, at least curiosity, the bell curve when it comes to the statistic of all the people, like it's towards 2, 3, whatever the hell, right? So they're more likely to have bisexual things and not be such a big deal. So I think because of that exact reason, it's even funnier because it's so implausible. Like, we're straight, but we know we like women, but I say, hey, all right, popić pe guriță. Yeah, right? So it's like, I think that's where that comedy comes from. And for women, it's not that funny because not only
they're doing it every day.
They're obviously not doing it every day, but since they, we wish, but since they get to do it, if they would do it, men wouldn't be like, ha ha ha. They would be like, like a girl would say to another girl, like, lick your pussy, like just jokingly, although they're both definitely straight. Men would be like,
no, actually, white men would be like, stop it with that fucking shit. I don't want it. I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah.
My children will not hear this.
I stand for the women's rights.
Right.
But most men would also be like, yeah, do it. When now? And they're like, no, we're joking.
Just ignore the camera, baby. It's for a project.
All right, good stuff. Good stuff. We're learning.
What else do we have?
I'll pick a couple more, and then I have a bunch of posts. I don't even remember where I saved, but
Did you save the? Let's talk about scientists wanting to get the moon a cum shot.
yeah, the one you sent me, was it
Yeah.
just a print screen or was it actual?
No, it was on WhatsApp. I sent you a link to the
Oh,
Reddit post.
fuck you. Oh, it was a
should,
Reddit post. All right, cool. Link
yeah,
to the
yeah.
post. Yeah, my
It's an
man.
actual article. Yeah. So for those who don't know, scientists want to, because the planet
Hold
Earth
on,
is
hold on.
doing so well.
Let's not jump to it yet. I want to show the article. I'll take one more of this, and then we can move on.
Sorry for going ahead, boss.
No, don't worry about it. I'll give you like nothing to feel better. Yes, the last one says, yes, I'm sure they're my best friend, period. No,
Get it? That's a period joke.
I haven't talked to them in 4 months.
That actually happens.
I've
more noticed that happening.
But women seem not to empathize with that like so much because they need so much contact, it seems. Like you could definitely have I have good friends that I don't talk to for months, but as soon as they come back, oh, homie.
Dude, my best friend from high school, like after high school, of course, we barely stayed in touch, like, daily talking and all that shit. But every time we meet again, it's the same energy, the same fucking flow.
Yeah.
And I think this maybe for girls it's not as obvious because they're more social than us.
Yeah.
But I've seen in both girls and guy friends that I have that this happens. Like we're the best friends. Why don't we just meet each other or something like that? And we say tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow, and it happens.
It never happens.
Months.
But when you do get up, you're like, "What's up, homie?" I love that.
Yeah, it's the same energy. Yeah, it's like a save point in games.
It's like the fireplace in the what?
Yeah. Sorry, Dark Souls.
Dark Souls, that's right.
I was gonna say Devil May Cry.
Or whatever copy. I played the Star Wars Dark Souls. You played it?
The Star Wars Jedi something. Yeah, it was pretty good.
I liked it.
I didn't like the fact that I had to play the whole game until I could either have dual sabers or change the saber.
That was my disappointment. I played through it twice. I liked it that much, but I would have expected the new game plus that just allow you to start off. But
it's
the problem,
EA, you gotta pay for that.
No, I don't think that's the case. I think they did it good, but the way the soul-like genre and this Castlevania type of thing where you gain an item and then you can use that item to access different areas and powers and that shit, I think that played into that. And I think by the time you got the dual lightsabers, you kind of had to... It would have fucked with the way the game was at that point, right? Maybe they could have like scripted differently where the actions would have...
They could just buff the villains and,
No,
have
I
you do the same shit.
think the dual lightsabers did something else too. It's not just that.
It wasn't actually dual lightsabers. You were still single lightsaber, but when we did a combo, you just took the both of them and just killed the guy.
Yeah. No, yeah, and they
5
split.
stars for that.
Yeah.
5 stars.
I got deviated. So, moon cum shot.
Don't
listen, man. This is why I roll. This is why I roll in private mode always. Oh shit! I got X videos.
Of course you did.
News.
Why don't you go in WhatsApp? Because I sent you the fucking link.
You're right.
Jamie, open WhatsApp.
You're right. Let's see. Black magic. No. Oh, that ace. Where the hell did you send it, man?
It was from last Sunday.
You sure it was up and it wasn't...
Yeah, because I looked at it 2 days ago when we had the test.
Oh, okay. Oh, read it. Yeah. Got it.
Got him.
All right, here we go, people. So scientists want to send 6.5 million sperm samples. I thought it was like just one cum shot, like sperm, period.
It's one cum shot from every man on Earth,
No, man, it's million. It's not billion.
6 million men will have to jerk off and send their sperm to the moon.
Yeah, but I mean, it's Elon Musk. Wouldn't you put like as Elon Musk, if he would to undertake this project, wouldn't you like increase the percentage of your cum, like send 10 shots of yours? Come on, man, you created this whole thing. I'm not doing equal cum shit. I'm not equal. With
Well,
Musk, he can
depends from man
send 15.
from man to man. You know, everyone has a different amount of cum and all that. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
type of floaters. Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
Musk, right? So maybe it's like probably 6
it's
million.
not Elon's
No,
cum.
I understand.
So
I understand. But I'm thinking Elon will undertake this project and be like, I'll do it for free if 6 million can be Mike.
yeah,
I've been
right.
saving up
He's
in
gonna do that
freezers.
for Mars. He actually said that he wants to eventually go and live on Mars after the city, gets planted and all that, gets formed. He will become the ruler of Mars.
Well, if he can do that within his lifespan, I think he deserves it, don't you?
He's a great guy. I think he does. Right
I
now,
don't think,
he
he's a
also
good
changed his
guy. I
name
don't
to
think he's a
Dick.
great guy. He's cool where he's leading us, but I'm
Correct.
afraid also by Musk, like he seems like a genuinely like cool person, not nice. He doesn't get where he are by being extremely nice or whatever, but he seems appropriately nice.
Yeah.
But he's also like this Tony Stark, like playboy type of thing where people cheer for him no matter what. And
Yeah,
like,
but at the same time, he has that nerd thing where have you seen the video of him dancing in China on stage to some
yeah,
song?
I was getting to that. I think he plays
Sorry.
to his audience, right? He
Hmm?
plays to his audience, and he's having fun with it. I would too if he had so much
Yeah.
money. But at the end, I'm saying he's a innovateur. He's a we don't know if his creations will bring good or bad. It's like the atomic bomb. So you're telling me he's the first dude who to interface to actual create the chip these guys are complaining about in the vaccine? He's literally doing it in front of everybody, dude. And people are complaining about the vaccine while Musk has like a PowerPoint. Like, here's what's gonna happen. It's gonna tap into your fucking spinal cord. You're gonna have a little thing here that kind of goes. You saw that video? Nobody's flinching an eye. Cool. But these vaccines, you know how many people I saw, dude, like liking Musk, like going to his profile and be like, liked Elon Musk, but complaining that these fucking they can have vaccines? One person, because I didn't look any further, but it was enough. It was enough to know there's many of them out there. It has to be like how you like Elon Musk, who like literally is gonna invent the microchip in you. If you're a fan, you're like, cool. It is cool. I like it. But I'm not saying he's gonna save Mars. What if he takes over Mars and just comes all over it, and then everybody's gonna be a slave or some shit?
So you're gonna be jealous that he went to Mars and got to come over it?
No, I don't. No, Mars isn't on the top of my priority. Can go in a field and come towards the sky.
Come to us. No, I think why a lot of people right now it's obvious why people love Elon, because he has a strong internet presence. He's kind of like a meme guy, But at the beginning, all the CEOs of big tech companies or big millionaire companies were the classical suit and tie guys,
Yeah.
Like, we go talk about the numbers, this is the next product, and we're gonna release it. Here comes a guy that's eccentric, that's nerdy, that's half bald, because he was bald when he created PayPal, and jokes about stuff. Of course, people are gonna get behind him. And also, he had like the crazy sci-fi nerd ideas of the future.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna have reusable rockets. Everybody, like even NASA said, like that's impossible, dude. You cannot do that. And right now, he's the main guy that's launching rockets almost monthly.
Him. Yeah. They land right back fucking down. They're like, what's up with you guys? We just went to space. Halfway through space. Yeah, I definitely love and respect, dude. I'm just saying, the atomic, what is it? The splitting the atom, same cool. Oh, unlimited energy. And this will be like gradual, I think. Can you imagine truly like interfacing, like a thing interfacing with your brain? There's no more phone, dude.
Yeah.
And of course, it's going to be our generation or a few others that be like, oh, I don't know about that. I'm going to stick to the phone. And then you'll be the old dude, because the new kids will be like, Grandpa, I don't have time to fucking check my messages and pull out the phone. I can have them pop up in my fucking brain. What are you talking about? We're getting this thing. And you're like,
Grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grandpa, but you forgot that when you're going to have Neuralink, you're also going to have more life expectancy. You're not going to be a grandpa at fucking 100.
Why you have more life expectancy if I don't have to get out of my chair to fucking even get my lube? My fucking dick will suck itself because it's all happening in my brain. I feel like $1,000. I can see all the porn with like, I can see 3D porn and shit. Why the fuck am I living longer? Probably like some other complementary invention will take place, like some chemical IV thing where you just stick your hand somewhere and it kind of feeds you vitamins while you're sitting there, so you don't have to get out of your chair for fucking food. And it
And
just be
slowly
like,
we're gonna get into the Matrix thing when you just
I don't want to sound
sit in a
cliche. I know
pod
everybody
and
talks about Matrix. I'm not saying it's gonna be one-on-one. I'm not saying there's gonna be a bad agent fighting some dude. I'm saying it's gonna be sad, some Wall-E bullshit. Definitely not life expectancy. I doubt it will go up unless you can upload your shit. But then we're going too far into the future. I'm talking the near future, where like I'm 80 and
what's near future? 30 years?
80 when I'm 80. So that's if I ever get to
In
80.
50 years?
Yeah, I think it's reasonable for it to be advanced enough for me to witness it, but also like far enough into the future where if it sucks, I'm like, I'm already out, bitches. I'm out. I'm already on my way out. And then I drop out of my flying Tesla or whatever, right? And then it's
Yeah,
all
well,
over.
the thing is, according to if we follow like what the doctors say and all the tech guys say and whatever you wanna call them, in about 50 years, medicine will be or doctors will be able to, for example, have your eyes regenerate themselves if you have if you're blind from birth or you got blind over the years of your life. So like reversing time using some DNA from
What the
what's those
fuck are you
things?
on
The jelly
about?
things in the water.
I understand regenerating eye
Yeah, so
tissue.
in 50 years you're gonna have VR, you're gonna have Neuralink, which is gonna so you have VR porn, Neuralink porn. You also get to live like 500 years, go to Mars, go to Moon, go to Venus, cum shot
I,
everywhere.
I don't think that would be possible. I think it'll be accessible to a select few. Some
The
Elysium
what?
bullshit right here.
The medicine stuff?
Yeah, like all this advancement. And also, I think it's beyond, like for realsies now, I think it's beyond VR porn. I think our
Of
very own,
course. It's
our
a joke
very
with the
own
VR.
conception of how interaction might happen will change. You know what I mean? So it's like, even if you'll be able to interface, they say, with the girl you like, and you can not only um, somehow tell her like a one-on-one thought to vocal recording thing, but communicating like 1,000 thoughts per second.
With feelings, yeah.
Yeah, like actually enough thoughts per second where you can develop feelings in like 10 minutes because you kind of like
Yeah.
not telepathy, but you know what I mean, through the link,
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
exchange so much. And I think there'll be a limit. So to this point, that would be fascinating, but I think the limit of what makes this possible is the actual capacity of the human brain to process the information, because you can definitely send it out, right? You can send it out. You can send out 1,000 thoughts per second, but if 1,000 people will be yelling their thoughts at you at once, or even the same person 1,000 thoughts at once, then I don't think we have the mental infrastructure to kind of process all that. So maybe our biological limitation is the only thing that will kind of like impede that from happening sooner, but they'll figure it out somehow.
Of course they will. But what I think will happen is, of course, they're going to be aware of these kind of problems. Like if you're going to connect yourself to the network, and a good show on this idea, it's Brave New World on Netflix.
You told me about it, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, in the future, something happened to Earth. Some AI was created to create the perfect society.
All right.
No privacy, no monogamous relationships. Everybody's connected through some, eye implant. So it's the same idea. What I think is going to happen is this is kind of similar to the singularity idea. So once you get the organic consciousness, the human brain, connected to an AI, you will be able to experience stuff that, as you said, stuff that you'll never be able to experience before. But also, this might save us as humans, because if not everybody is connected, but if most of us are connected and we see the shared link between us, the consciousness, the experiences that link with each other, maybe that will make us want to do something more for ourselves, for those are less fortunate than us, and something along those lines.
That would be lovely. That would be lovely.
It would be, but at the same time, we're fucking humans, and look at us, what happened in 1 year of staying in home.
Yeah.
Everything went to shit.
Not only staying at home, but having access to technology and the algorithms, kind of like.
You know the QAnon thing?
I know about it. What thing?
No, so The QAnon
Yeah, I
is
know what QAnon
some
is.
conspiracy for those who don't know.
Yeah.
That started around March. So at the beginning
I think it's older than that, dude. QAnon. It's way older than that. It used to be
yeah, it's way
underground.
older than that. But how it got spread to almost everybody in US, and
Yeah,
right now
yeah,
it's
yeah.
coming to Europe. So once the lockdown began and everybody had more time to spend on the internet, and everybody's grandma and father that doesn't know how to use Facebook got on Facebook,
Yeah.
and they see everybody saying the same shit,
Gullible.
oh, Trump is the best or stuff like that, of course it's going to become an echo chamber. And you can see a spike of people believing in QAnon right around March, last year.
I'm
And
sure you
it's
do. Yeah, as soon as people went there in the house. This is why I'm afraid, because you made this parallel because of the parallel with the interface. I would love to think that we will uh, interface, at least the upside of whatever this will bring is that we will interface and maybe accelerate our empathy towards the other human beings. But like you said, just like in this case, you can also, there's also the players of the game, the players who make the rules of the game. Like
yeah,
there's dudes who understand that now they have access to that, and then they'll be like a living malware, because they have a different
of
agenda
course,
of what
of course.
happened, what means to be human. Maybe for him it's like, I'm gonna take over all these motherfuckers' minds, and that's his. So I think most people are capable of empathy and trying to want the better thing, but some people are genuinely either fucked in childhood so much that they hate the world and they want to see it burn, or have like born with
Yeah,
issues that cause them to be like this. But like a worrying percentage, obvious. And there's a lot of gullible dumbasses, like we might be someday, because well, we're playing smart because we caught this technology maybe when we were younger, we were
right.
geeks or whatever the fuck. But when you never know when you're out of the loop. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So yeah, I'm not sure it's. I hope it's like you say, but being a natural pessimist, I'm a bet my horses that there's gonna be
And
that.
being a natural optimist.
Are you though?
Well, for most of my life, I always, no matter what happened, I always try to, good things will start rolling. And even if you're in the shit right now, just engulf yourself in the shit. Love being in. I have to rephrase that. Um,
No, I go ahead.
you
You
have
were.
to adore the sad parts of your life and let those experiences get a hold of you fully and enjoy those experiences for what they are, because that's life, as well as enjoy the good parts of life. Because if you only enjoy like going out and partying, and the minute you're alone in the in the house, you're like, what am I gonna do? I'm going crazy. That's not normal. Or
Yeah,
when you're sad after a breakup and everything goes to shit, some people take that literally and they end their life. Some people
yeah.
stay 1 week in a depression and get over it.
They jerk it off. They're
Yeah,
like
yeah. Like the
jerk off the
longest,
tears
the
away.
longest I've been depressed, at least in the way they, I don't know, sad or whatever, was like around 2 weeks. That was
I
it.
I hate
And
you.
I was 19. I was like, why the fuck am I depressed at 19 about some girl? Like, do they have your whole fucking life? And since then, I've been
Oh,
more
you
on the,
mean strictly
experience as many shit.
you mean
Yeah,
strictly out of love, or just generally you try to have this
generally,
attitude?
generally, generally. But this was, it was a moment triggered by a girl,
Okay.
because that's what happens, 18, 19 years old.
Amen.
And I was like sad for 2 weeks, like how someone can betray me. I've opened myself to that person and nothing matters and shit like that. But after 2 weeks, I was like, seriously, seriously, at fucking 19, you're sad about one girl?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why
And
not
like
just
that,
take it out
it
on
changed.
all the other girls in your picture because of, and just be happy about it?
Yeah, right.
The one who
And that's
pisses
when
in
I
your
became
heart.
a fuckboy, as they say. Damn it,
How do they call him?
the fuckboy,
A
the
fuckboy.
fuckboy
Yeah.
phase.
Yeah. I meant the optimism. I thought that had a name.
No, no, no.
Just a fat fuckboy optimist.
He's
Yeah.
gonna fuck you, but also brighten your day.
Hopefully. Listen, I would like to be like you. It seems so nice when you say it. And I believe that you are this way. It's just
It,
and I'm not clinically depressed or some shit. I know there are people way worse or some shit, but I go into these holes, and it's not like and it wasn't about women. Maybe I had the women thing like you when I was 20, 19, 20. But any other thing, like I'm just disappointed in the world, dude. I am a little bit. That's it.
I get that.
I stay optimistic, or I try to stay, and with my friends I am, Come on, dude. Even with my girl, sometimes she has like hard periods, and she's going through one now. And I'm not at what?
Period.
Nice, mature.
Yeah.
But you get to what was it talking about? I'm not even high.
We were talking about how you envy me, quote unquote,
Yeah,
about my
but
optimistic.
so
But
I could cheer her up and kind of like see
yeah,
the like it's there's an end of the tunnel. When it comes to my shit, I don't know. Sometimes I go into these holes like nothing. Why even bother or some shit like that? So, but I hate myself. This is why I'm not smoking this podcast. I smoke. I mean, I'm smoking this.
you're puffing. That's
Yeah.
somewhat vape stuff.
I had this
No, but
thought today because oh shit, excuse me. I thought
well, you can excuse yourself.
I had this.
Uh,
Go ahead.
yeah, don't get me wrong. I like in my mind, it's always all kinds of thoughts. When I think about something, I go into details in like 300 variable alternate timelines and think about what the outcome. But
So you
what
have
I
anxiety too, you mean?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
what you're trying to
so
say.
I go deep and have that kind of thinking process. But at the end of the day, I always go, okay, so let's try to be positive. Even if it's even if the shit is gonna hit the fan, let's stay positive
Yeah.
and
Wise
try
words.
to sorry, I'm gonna end the idea with this. Try to focus on the things you can control and try to do those, at the maximum, the most you can do for those things. And whenever something comes, at least you focus on the things you can control, and you had those down to the max.
Yeah,
And
you
whatever
have that.
comes,
You have that
it's
mini
gonna happen.
serotonin, at least mini achievement thing that you did something,
Yeah,
and maybe it will pile up to that 1% rule that it keeps
not just that, but as
compounding.
long as you know that, dude, for what I can be prepared, I prepared myself. So everything else is just a new experience, and I have to take it
Yeah.
as a new experience and enjoy it, even
That's
if it's
very
bad or good.
wise. It's true. It's true. And that's how I get myself out of those periods. Because but what I'm working on in the past 2 years and failing at succeeding is not hitting rock bottom before I decide to do that.
Mm.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something. That's what I'm working on because I know it's exactly what you said. I try to apply when I hit rock bottom. I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck are you
Yeah,
doing, dude?
yeah.
Just see what you do. Wake up, eat. Like, don't disconnect from everything. I don't answer phones. I was a few days ago, like in this period. I didn't answer nobody. Maybe I talked to you a little bit, but I was like, so I hit rock bottom in that current state, and then I'm what you said, like little things. What more I can do? I did my fucking best today. We'll take it one step at a time tomorrow, and if
Right.
something happens, like you said, I did my best, and that is the way to cope with it. But I wish I just do it more instantly. You know what I mean? Like it would activate as soon as I slip down, and not.
In the future, we're gonna have a pill for that.
No, I'm sure they have the pills. I just don't want the pills. I don't want because I have a dependent personality, and I will get hooked to it. I want to force myself. That's how I grew in
Well,
everything. So and sometimes I take pauses from it. Too long.
that's
of a
why you
pause.
have to always keep yourself in check. It's the battle of the the ego, or whatever you want to call it, the consciousness, the conscious yourself, which wants to live healthy, don't smoke so much, don't drink so much, and the other guy that's
There is no
hedonistic and he
so
just wants
much,
to.
Ren. There is
Huh?
either I do it obsessively or I don't. You understand how I am?
You need balance.
I know
Like,
I need balance, dude. I'm being sort of chaos. This is why I named it like this. I need to sort all this chaos, and I'm doing it with you guys.
and that's why you hired me tonight to
Nah, you're my
help
dude.
you
I
with the
know
camera.
you. You know I'm not paying you.
With exposure.
Yeah. You're getting exposure. What? I'm gonna lose
Oh,
my
this is
job?
gonna pay my rent tonight.
In my defense, Ren, you came in a podcast as a invitee, and we started talking about coming on the moon, and we talked about all this philosophical shit. So it's maybe not the worst place.
I agree. That's always how the conversations go with me. They start with sex and they end with the soul.
And they end with the soul disappointment, to be more exact, part of the soul.
Nothing
You
to
want
see
to
here.
actually read this article, dude? It's like
Oh yeah, we actually didn't read it. Yeah, go ahead.
give me a second now. Let me just click on it. All right. By the Insider. Oh, is it one of these fucking like websites that I have to sell, or like my soul? I have just to read it.
They already got your soul, so
Yeah, I
Don't worry
guess.
about it.
Don't worry about it. Forget about it. All right, it says like this. Oh, man, it's one of these with bullet points. Scientists want to send 6.7. That's such a particular number. You think they sat down at the meeting?
Why
Listen,
not 6.9? Come
yeah,
on.
196.9. Come on, indeed. Like, they had that meeting. Like, let's sit down. We need to figure this number out, people.
Maybe they're gonna lose about 200 0.2 million
I think
on
the
the road there.
0.7 was the margin of error. It's like if we lose some, what do you call it? When you overshoot. When you come. That's how they
when you
did
do
it.
sniper, when you go the sniper.
Yeah, sometimes it goes like you do a little lob with the first couple of two. Maybe
Oh,
that's
okay, yeah.
the 0.7, you know? That's
So those are the tracers.
Yeah, exactly, right. For the moon. They're like, we need 0.7 margin or else we're not getting 6 million on shots on the moon.
But imagine aliens in a billion years, they come here, Earth, of course, it's fucking devastated. They go on the moon, they see a white flag and a box with 6.7 million white things.
They're like, listen, I don't know what that species was, but it was fucking weird as shit. Did you guys know this? This is such a like a dude thing. Before I read this article, Ren, this is such a like a dude thing. Like no way like a room full of scientist women, you know, like 10 top of their line scientist women would get together and be like, listen, you know what would be a good idea? Let's send 6.7 million cum shots to the moon. No, this is all men. Can we agree on this one?
No, because in the article they say
Oh,
they're gonna send.
don't
also
spoil it.
eggs.
Let me be stupid first for laughs.
I cannot allow that. It's science, dude. We have to.
All right.
Don't go into the QAnon space, please.
Men or women, they had that meeting. How many should we send? Scientists want to build. Oh, let me switch to the article. Scientists want to build an ark. Why did they? Okay, quote ark to the moon. What I hate when they fucking repeat the title. Like this is not journalism. The lunar ark could be a global insurance policy for mankind against natural disasters and other catastrophes. Catastrophes. Depends where you live.
You lived in England, right?
Yeah, I lived.
Governor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have an English accent, like American accent, but I sometimes drop English words, proper English words. The idea is similar to the. Listen, wouldn't it be funny if we actually self-destruct and aliens file our cum shots? They're like these silly gooses. They could just like send nails or something we could reproduce to. Why does it have to be like they're all grossed out? Why has to be their like reproductive juices? Ew. And
no,
then
they think it's actually a go-gurt. Oh, it's yogurt. Let's eat it.
And they just go at it. The idea is similar to Simvlard Doomsday Seed Vault in Norway. Oh yeah, there is a cum vault in Norway.
Yeah, but if Earth is gonna fucking burn, there's no Doomsday Seed in Norway.
Yeah. Did the aliens have the passcode for this vault, or will like future
6969
future cavemen? Yeah. Future cavemen will just bang on the door.
But my issue with this is, okay, we send those whatever millions sperms to the moon. If we don't have the technology to take the eggs, put them in vitro, and all that stuff, how are we gonna? Right? If
homie.
everything goes to shit, we're still not gonna save the humanity.
Yeah, I agree. And where's the women's eggs if they're gonna go so literal? Like,
women already left the planet. They're already on the moon. They're on fucking Venus. They left.
Yeah,
because men started to argue about who has the
Look at you having
penis.
fucking like dad jokes from 25 years old. Yeah, they should send the women eggs because I don't think men the way they think the cum shots are gonna just like run by themselves. Like, yeah, this is cool. They need eggs. No, this was made by a guy, dude. I'm gonna read the part where you said it's a woman, but I call bullshit on this one.
I saw it on Reddit, the part about women. So
yeah, I know. I sometimes actually try to read the articles and not just the Reddit post. Let me do this. Check it out. The arc would involve shooting the sperm and ova samples. See, so there are ova. I think ovaries they mean.
Yeah.
So they do send which is gonna be hard as hell because as a dude, you're like, what do you need? One cum shot, sure, and you shoot in the glass.
Till the end.
But then for women, is it a joke, dude? Are you making me spend half an hour in the? All right, I have to pause and like let my brain loose off the leech. Okay, the samples would then be stored in a vault beneath a gross vault beneath the surface of the moon in a lunar pit. It sounds disgusting. Lunar cum pit, like just an armpit full of cum on the moon, where they could just be kept secure. According to the New York Post report, this would be similar conceptually to the doomsday. Okay, I read this before. Which currently holds more than 1 million crop samples. I like how they compare us to corn, originating from almost every country in the world. Cool. Do you have? All right, I don't want to go there. You have minorities too. Is there gypsy come there? The teams of 6 researchers from the University of Arizona presented their idea at the Institute.
Sorry, it was laggy.
Oh, you're laggy.
The stream just lagged.
I'm not just saying you're laggy. You're lagged a little bit. I think it's my Wi-Fi connection. Thank you. So the team of 6 researchers, it doesn't say the sex, from the University of Arizona presented their idea at the Institute of Electric, Aerospace something, where they said their proposal would protect mankind from extinction. Dude, the ego of men, dude. Let's send cum to the moon. I mean, at least Elon had some class. Can we agree on this, people? Elon had some class. They're like, listen, I worked my whole fucking life. I made this like brain go 1,000%, and I created this supercar that it started to revolutionize slowly but surely every industry when it comes to power delivery within my planet. And then I send that motherfucker that I created to the moon. But no, these scientists never achieving shit. Oh no, he didn't.
No,
they're like, what's the easiest thing to do it? And they just send cum. It's like the easiest. It's sloppy.
Get it?
It's lazy.
Get it?
They could have sent something else.
Another project that's
ahead.
coming up in a few years, actually in 1 or 2 years. Elon is working with some rich guy from Japan, and they just started to enroll people to get them to the moon with the first, I think, spaceship orbit around the moon. And he's trying to get artists, scientists, and after the journey, you are tasked to do something that got you inspired. Yeah, and you can enroll for that. You're an artist with cameras and all that.
Yeah, but you're a creative. You can do that from Earth. Just start a wallpaper in Windows and just use your imagination.
Yeah,
you
but the
lazy
idea behind
cunt.
it is the experience of going.
No, the idea is the PR behind the experience, and I'm sure it will inspire a lot of people. But objectively, if you strictly think about creativity, by definition, you empathize and imagine. You create out of not knowing much information. I'm just being an asshole here. Of course, that's an awesome idea.
Based on your experience and your past experiences.
You imagine Elon Musk just like literally buying the 2 people, the actual humans. They're like, listen, dude, I want to buy you for a year that created Daft Punk. They're like, I know you guys retired. I'm going to give you each $1 billion, and this will only take a year. And how would it be if they float Daft Punk into space for a year and they're like, do your thing, floating laptops and shit. There's that shorter dude who kind of looks like you.
Retired, right?
Huh?
Thank God they're retired.
No, I think Elon can do it. Dude, Elon Musk, if you see this.
Yeah, Dad. If you see this.
Can you send, please, Daddy? Can you send Daft Punk to the moon so we see? I know I made fun. Of course, it's an awesome idea, but I'm just saying there's some PR too.
Of course there is. Everything is PR about
all right, Mr. Big Shot.
Initiatives, right?
Listen, kid, this is how it goes. Everything is PR. Saying.
I've been living this, right?
Let's continue. Earth is naturally a volatile environment, said study author Jekan. I almost read Jerkin.
And you can do it.
You read this name. Go ahead.
I lost the so it's Jaken.
Thanksgiving Luatham.
Dan gave Luatham.
Go fuck yourself. You didn't just read that. Gave Luatham. All right. In his presentation on the paper titled Lunar Comets and Lava Tubes.
Love tubes, baby. Come on.
All right. Adding that the Earth is based, adding an Earth-based repository samples would still leave specimens vulnerable to getting destroyed in a massive disaster. Yeah, maybe. Why though? We're so shit. We're not that great, guys. We're not worth the effort. I mean, the way I see it is if we're truly dumb enough to fuck up the world to an extent where literally not a single one a monkey survives some sort of like cannibal in some island undiscovered or left alone. If that dude doesn't discover to procreate and we fuck up the earth at that degree, we deserve to not be rediscovered. What the fuck? We're basically sending a copy of our virus to space and be like, hey, listen, install us on your computers.
Created by space?
What?
What if we were created by space, by aliens?
Well, then they fucked. They don't want to see us anymore because they're like, that was fucked up. Let's never give them any signs.
It's
Jam
like when
their
you get
cameras.
that science.
What?
When you get a science project like a plant or something like that, and you forget about it.
But seriously, dude, what makes you?
Oh fuck, the humans.
But what makes you think we're so great that we're worth saving? What if we were made by aliens, but they're like, wouldn't you as the alien?
We were great.
What?
We're great. We were great back when the Egyptians, the
Why
Aztecs.
were we great? We were
those,
killing people and cutting their heads off and rolling down fucking Aztecs
and the
stairs.
pyramids, and take DMT.
Yeah, whatever.
So we
that
were
was
great
that
at
was
that.
Ren, let's not fantasize about this. That was the 1% of the 1% of the shamans who access to this shit. 99% of the people carrying like 2-story building blocks to build the pyramids and died on the fucking stairs. You understand? If
Correct,
aliens watched us when we were in the pyramids, there's no way they would think we were more civilized than we are now. We're fucked up now, sure, and the proximity of which.
I agree with that.
So if they did invent us, they're like, fuck these kids. We were left at the door, dude. We were like, fuck it.
What I was saying was, they remember the way they left us, so with the Egyptians and somewhat civilized, and they come back and see that we burned ourselves by watching TikTok and sharing memes on Facebook, and they're like, oh, so that went to shit. That experiment.
I don't think this will be their disappointment. I think they understand our if they are aliens and they did create us. I think they understand the basic mechanism of this. Like we make a big deal out of it, and it is because there's not much information out there. We're not made in a way that people want to listen to it. But ultimately, we are. We would destroy ourselves. Definitely, we would destroy ourselves. I mean, that wouldn't be a mystery, and that wouldn't be the worst thing. Like if aliens understand our serotonin process, they wouldn't be disappointed or surprised if they saw we are zombies to the phone. I think they would be even more disappointed to see our literally destroy ourselves. But these two can be true at the same time. We can be hypnotized by our phones while somebody destroys the world. You know what I mean? So I don't know. If they left it when the Egyptians, I don't think they have high expectations of us.
Well, according to the latest things, they're still visiting. So
yeah,
they're keeping an eye on us.
Listen, Joe Rogan is like one of the most influential people alive today. He talks about them every 2 seconds. You think they'll be like, listen, man, there's one like decent enough. He acknowledges us. He's kind of peaceful. He wants good for this. I think they'd be like, like Jesus, one of them will reveal himself to Joe Rogan while he's doing his fucking squats like, oh, I knew it. I fucking knew it. And then he comes out, listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is a special one. I mean it. He has him as a guest. Do you think?
What if Joe Rogan is the alien?
Why the fuck would an alien do a podcast? They're like, dude, can you realize I can go invisible and watch girls naked?
So your aliens are invisible and watch girls naked?
I would.
So you travel like millions of light years to another planet where there are monkeys, like maybe civilized monkeys, and you're just going to be invisible to watch them fuck?
Listen, I'm just saying my thing is as absurd as your thing. I'm saying if I am an alien for traveling for 6 billion years, I'm not going to dress myself as like a podcast host. You understand? I can make these people be aware. So you can go on 2 streets, in my opinion. Then you can assume aliens hate us, and if they would reveal themselves to us, they would kill us. And God knows if they did create us, they have reasons to be disappointed. Or they love us, in which case I would think love is at an all-time high for them right now, right?
Correct, yeah.
So either way, it's a pretty good... fuck you. It's a pretty good time to... kind of like, tell Joe Rogan to have a new guest. Jamie's like, Joe, I have this like weird, I don't know what's going on, but I know somebody wants to come
There's
here.
interference.
No, it just kind of pops in Jamie's head like, Jamie's like, Joe, I don't know why, but like Friday from 6 to 10, we have a guest. What do you mean? Who called you? I just know it. Things will be ready. Be here. And then he shows up, and it's Bernie Sanders. He's been there before.
Socialism for everybody.
Psych, bitches! I've been trying to tell you. What are you talking about? You saw me out with fucking Trump and the other chick who was trying to Hillary. Yeah, I don't know. Let me read this article. You think it's still worth reading, or you think I milked enough
I think the
comedy
main
out of
idea
it?
was in the bullet points. Like right now, it's still an idea of trying to find a plan for like a second plan. That's why, I mean, part of the reason we try to explore Mars and all the other planets is, of course, to know more about science, the universe, and all that, but also to have like a plan B. Right now, we're, like everybody says, we have all the eggs in one basket. If something happens here on Earth, humans are extinct out of the universe. Maybe there are other forms, maybe there are aliens, maybe there are multiverses, whatever. But if something happens on Earth and we do not stop it, that's it. And it would be, in my opinion, sad to have this end so quickly, because
Why?
we think it's 2,000 years or maybe 10 million years since we are here, but we're still young, dude. We're barely
Why would it be so young and sad to see us go? I mean this question, like I'm asking you. Why?
Because I would like to see more planets.
No, but
and I would like to travel to space.
Realistically, you won't be able to see more planets, and realistically, we probably won't self-destruct in our lifetimes, or maybe even our children's. With that information in mind, I always ask myself this question, you know, would I, if I die tomorrow, and I know like at 12 p.m. tomorrow, I'm going to close my eyes and not be here anymore, would I be happier to know I'm just dying and everybody is left behind, or a meteor comes and it kills all of us? What's your answer to that question? Probably you dying, right?
Yeah, I would actually think that's the best option in this case.
Yeah, that's
for the greater good.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I have the same answer to myself, and that's the only thing that makes me think I kind of want humanity. But if I look at it like not connected to the physical chemical dependency I live with, like socially with my friends, my family, people around me, or how I interact, whatever, live my life, then we're not that worth saving, in my opinion. I would try to if it depended on me. I'm saying if I would be an objective observer and would do, I'm not saying, because even if you'd be like, no, just save the Joe Rogans of the world, you know what I mean? Those people with an intellect, but also the capacity to pull people together and see them trying to make a better team out of them. But then that is no guarantee that reproducing Joe Rogan will make some monkey kids that will kill anyway.
Correct. That's what I wanted to link up to this, because right now humanity is more or less it's actually not more or less, it is a product of nature.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why we need to have like very intelligent people and also mediocre people and also killers or psychotic people, because it's a mutation in the genes. But if you
killing is not a mutation.
Sorry?
I don't think killing is a mutation.
No, but if you're like crazy since you were born, like you have some psychotic thing.
Yeah, but I think
like 10 years you're going to be psychotic or something.
I understand, but I think if you were to the actual murders that happened, I think actual detectable mental illness would be a very small percentage compared to all the killers.
Yeah,
you know, I'm not saying like a cartel dude would cut somebody's head off just to prove a point. I'm not saying that dude doesn't have some sort of mental illness brought up by some sort of childhood, but it's not innate. It's like if you put them in a different environment and with good parents.
Yeah, and I agree with that, because most of the
so that means it's within of us, within all of us, murder. And if it wasn't for law or resources kind of being balanced out enough, you would murder probably. Just to
it's in the animalistic side of us. It's in the
it's the self-preservation part where you're like
fight or flight.
If I have to survive, I'll fucking kill, and then I might start enjoying it. We're flawed, dude. I want to save us if we were fucking aliens. If I was an alien.
Well, depends on what kind of alien do you want to be. The observant kind or the one that gets involved and tries to be their god or
I
stuff like
told
that.
you, observant, invisible,
And calm on everybody. Yeah, I get it.
invisible, and
You're gonna be like Zeus, right?
no, I'm kidding. I would be all over the place. I would.
Like Zeus.
What do you do if you were like alien superhero? I told you I would be
You're
like
asking me or the
undercover.
chat?
No, I would no. I would ask the people too, but it's I can't get to their comments because I have to have your face on. I have to switch in between. But I'm asking you, how would you roll? Tomorrow I give you alien powers, but also I tell you, listen, your name is not Cosmin Ren. It's Cosmin Kal El. Just squeeze this.
Why Superman? It's the worst. I hate him.
Just imagine this. Be like
Okay,
in your
okay.
your Ren. You're like, no, I don't believe it's not a Ren. You remember when you got scared to keep in your balls? Try that. Try that now. I haven't done it in 20 years. Do it. And you squeeze your balls and you start to float, dude. What would you
And
do?
you're actually an alien, yeah.
Yeah, what would you do?
You're a soup in the universe. Well, and I'm basing this on my actual experience and my worldviews right now. I would actually enjoy, again, spending time and exploring space or getting as much knowledge as possible because I'm a curious person and I like to, focus on knowing as much about as many things. I think that would be the main point. And the second, most important objective is to fuck as many alien chicks as possible.
I appreciate the honesty.
Of course.
And by
Like
alien,
imagine 4 boobs.
ladies
or
and
6.
gentlemen, and by aliens he means humans. Because if you got maybe there's, what if it's this pudding? Ooh, I want to fuck that. This alien pudding. You saw, the what is it?
So aliens have their version of American Pie.
No, I mean you saw that Futurama episode where the alien
Haven't
was
watched
just
all of
gas.
Futurama.
I will
I
never.
watched only the first season.
I hate you, dude. This is your next to do. Please, Ren. What are we doing here? I thought people
It got
listen.
deleted from fucking Netflix. What do you want from me?
Fucking pirates. Don't say
I don't
it.
have a PC right now, my friend.
I know. I'm not saying now. You have 25 years to watch Futurama. It's been over for 2.
I watched South Park.
I know. I watched South Park too. The last 2 seasons I didn't, but I always catch up. Ladies and gentlemen, let's leave Ren for a second and this disappointing ass side. Please, if you watch me, I know there's gonna be like 15 people watching this in the future at max. But if you kind of know me, whatever, maybe you're a friend. If you haven't watched Futurama and you pretend to like smart comedy, you didn't. There's nothing. The first season is a bit heavy, Ren,
I
and
agree.
it has some good jokes, but it also has some banger ones. But there's every first season of every good show, it kind of they figure out their style. By the time you get to the 5th season, and then you got another 2 movies made in episodes, out of which the first one is a masterpiece. I would put it at the same length as South Park, bigger, longer, and uncut. I know that's a high statement. It's
Okay.
in a different way. It's a more hearty thing, but it's a masterpiece nonetheless. Watch Futurama. I told either I won it or not. I probably didn't. I just opened I must have seen it like 6 times and a lot of times just spruced in between. I haven't watched it in so many years, but I opened a couple of episodes a few weeks ago, and I was like, that's where I got that from. That's where I got that from. And maybe it's worded differently, but the meat of the structure of the joke. It's even better than Simpsons, in my opinion. And I love Simpsons, but Simpsons are like South Park. They're kind of like, all right, at this point, we just kind of like, we make a few episodes where we make a few good points, and then the rest is filler because we need to sell T-shirts. Yeah, Futurama.
Well, Simpsons really, I like watched it, like 1 episode here, 2 there, and stuff like that.
It's
But
really
Futurama,
good.
I really got into it around when, do you remember Vplay? That website where we watched all of the TV shows. Back then, I started into Futurama, all kinds of TV shows. That was the golden age, let's say.
Yeah.
But after that, I had some issues with the PC. I had some stuff and I completely forgot.
But
Until
somehow you got to porn. Somehow what? Somehow with no PC or something, you managed to access porn.
We have a phone there.
Yeah, I don't know. Figure it out, dude. Watch Futurama. Get back to me. Listen, guys. I like Ren. We have good chemistry. You'll see him more often if he's willing and available. I
I'm
hope
gonna
you
make you
like the
famous.
Stepish.
Yes.
Yeah, you just might. No, you're gonna keep me sane, and I appreciate that more.
Where's the difference?
The different, yeah, there's a difference.
Of course.
How long in the podcast are we? Let me just.
I think it's about 2 hours,
No,
close to
no,
2
was
hours.
it that boring, dude? It must be like an hour. What's
No,
fuck's
it's 1 hour and 20 minutes according to Skype. Sorry.
All right. Let me switch to the people's comments and read a couple
Oh
of them.
no.
Sure. Let me just pass the thing for you. There you go. Boom.
So do you like tasting socks all the time with those
You know what?
heat thing
People say it smells like socks. It's wonderful. I
or
hate.
Mamaliga? It
I
tastes
hate
like
how much.
Mamaliga or socks.
You're not a cigarette smoker, are you?
No.
Here's the thing, and then I'll get to the comments. I never understood, like up until 2 weeks ago, I never understood why people said they smell great if you're a smoker. It's like a more pungy cigarette smoke. I can't. Pungy is the only
Okay.
word that feels. It's more funky a little
No,
bit.
I tried the heat thing.
Yeah.
I tried it, but like the first taste, I was like, what the? I
Yeah,
mean, I
if
tried
it-
it back in was version 1, I think, like the first time they appeared on the market.
Yeah, but I think this particular blend is since the beginning. They just kind of repackaged it.
That I know, yeah.
Yeah, but 2 weeks ago, I got into the car. I didn't smoke no cigarette. I think since the night before, I had to run some errands in town. I had a meeting with a client. And I just lit one up and I forgot about it. So I lit it, I pressed the button and it goes bzzz, and then you're supposed
Yeah.
to wait until it kind of doesn't flash anymore. And I threw it on the passenger seat and I forgot about it. And as I was like driving, then I was like, just for a tiny second, I understood what you meant. I was like, it does, what the fuck, smells kind of like kind of like socks. Exactly.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh shit, that's why people say it. So for a second I did, but as soon as I picked it up and put it in my mouth, I'm like, good socks.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Except not socks part.
So wait, you're telling me that's even from the first time you started smoking the heats, you haven't tasted the socks
Nope.
taste?
Nope. 2 weeks ago, I just smelled
Maybe
them.
you had Corona back in the day. You were the original one.
Maybe. Because my fucking shows were sick.
Yeah, they were.
I'm going to go throw myself a phone. All right, let's get to some comments. Comments. No porn. Is there anybody here? I doubt there's anybody. Oh,
I don't think
nine
there's
people.
everybody.
Let's see.
That many? Something happened.
No, it's
They're
just
bored.
like just somebody writing. So there's Tia, Dark Podcast. Okay, we might have started dark. Claudio says, didn't expect to see Cosmidra, and here saw him last 10 years ago in our hometown. Claudio Popescu, one of your homies.
Yeah, I saw him messaging me on Instagram, but haven't got
He's too big now, dude. He's too big for you.
Yeah.
Claudio, he's way too big. He thinks he's the shit now. Marzi, well, what a nice surprise. Still lives. Your Romanian content was so great, man. Thank you. What happened? He got married. I got engaged. I take offense, Tia. Sneaky player. Huh? My girl's like, I take offense.
Okay, bring her and let's let's have the conversation going.
Right. Let's just move that. No, I mean, I can't wait to get married. That's what I meant.
Sure.
Uh,
We believe you.
Always so we can. Okay. Me too. I'm afraid one day the Earth will talk one language. Is that your fear, Tia? Marzi says, if that thing will make everyone understand each other better, I'm fine with that. Tia says that could bring some inherent peace. Yeah, I don't think that's not cool, guys. So Tia argues that initially she was reluctant about speaking one language at light speed, and then Marzi says like as long as it's everybody, it's a harmony. Yeah, sexuality will disappear. because part of sexuality is not knowing anything about the other person, guessing, imagining, and that person can reinvent him or herself through your eyes. So if that information is instantly exchanged, and you basically are every relationship you'll have, in my opinion, you'll jump straight to the shit stains on the toilet phase of being 50. You already know each other. You're not both, because sometimes you don't you have a new girlfriend. You're like you change a little something about yourself, and that might be good. That'd be like, and now
Yeah, you
you're
gotta test.
yeah, you test, but you taste it with the occasion of wanting to fuck this new girl. I'm not ashamed to say it, and I've been 20. It's okay, guys. You grow, they grow. You think women don't fucking, but you discover shit through doing that, right? And then the discovery part is the fun part, and then that person can be like, oh, that worked. I think that wasn't that hard, and then they. So if this is instant, no way, this fucking sexuality will disappear. And sexuality is only hot.
Or we're
Even
all gonna be just fucking each other with no monogamy and
no, I don't
everybody's
think. Yeah, no. Listen, the reason porn is hot for people is that somehow they can draw a line between what's happening in their real. That's why they like all these cheesy, like the most simple-minded or maybe younger kids, the cheesy type of porns where she walks in and overacted and all this shit. Because it kind of has a connection to something that would happen in real life. But if your default, like let's say you were a kid born with Elon's chip in your neck, and that's your reality, then you have no parallel to address that with. So
correct.
I'm not sure porn will be that enticing. I'm sure some sort of porn will, that kind of, you know what I mean? Like now, what's hot for guys? Pulling your dick out in front of a girl. And I hope you guys lived to achieve like a positive response to that, because
You're
I
getting
did.
canceled if you do this today
And I
by the
disagree.
police.
Depends who you show it with and what context, right?
Correct.
But it's fuck it. I'll still do that. I'll show my girls. So there's limits. I showed them one of my exes. We haven't dated in a while. She was pretending she, not. I showed them many times. I like to think all of them were appropriate, but sometimes you know the sexual tension is there. She's like, no, I'm not with my bro. I want to break up with him. Then she goes to the toilet. You pull your dick out, comes back, and she has a positive reaction. Like,
Oh, so you tried the naked man.
I try, like you saw me a million times. This is the third time we see each other, and you can get to cry on my shoulder. And I'm not some sort of like pillow boy. I'm human, and I talk once, and we can have and catch up and tell me what bothers you. I'll meet with you twice because you're going through a rough patch, and we had I loved you one day or some shit like that. You know, and I cared for you, and I think I should be human. Here a third time, and you didn't change nothing. Then I'll listen to you again. I will advise once again to like make a change to be happier and break up with them, but also check out this dick, right? And I have no shame in that.
Open wide.
No, not that misogynistic. At the beginning, you know me. You want to get I like the tension of not saying nothing and just smiling and be like, what she's gonna do. And of course, you'd be like, hey, what are you doing? Are you silly? I'm like, I am, right? If it would happen like that, it didn't happen like that. She went for it, and that was not the only context. I'm saying that could be one context. The ex coming back, right? Can be a lot of contexts this way. What are you, famous and chicks want to just like suck your dick? What are you gonna say? No, this is not appropriate. Fuck out of here, dude.
I have to wait until marriage.
Yeah, no, this is
Bitches be gone.
Yeah, you're fucking what's a superstar nowadays?
What do you mean?
I don't know, like a kid superstar, musical.
I
like,
don't follow kids, sorry.
whatever the hell, you know what I mean. You're a superstar. Chicks want to bang you. You can, yeah.
Yeah.
A chick's like, I might suck your dick tonight. You know, she gives you one of those.
Well, this is for exposure and clout, because she can go home to her friends and like, I sucked Johnny B's dick last night.
Whatever her motivations is, sometimes she doesn't have to tell anybody. Girls are inherently attracted to. Oh, you seem busy. People look up to you. That validates me. Let's do it. The younger ones don't overthink things, and by the time they overthink things, they stop doing so many mistakes.
Sure.
Not mistakes, but proper mistakes at their age. Let me go on with this fucking before I get into this sexual rant. Tia, okay, from what I see, this content is so much different now. Yeah, it's so much more me. He switched to English. That's okay, I guess. Are you his girlfriend? I can't understand him very well. Neither does himself. Uh, the
I
bow.
have a shitty mic, sorry,
Maybe he was.
and bad
I like
English.
to think she was talking about my English.
It's my English. Back off.
Cosmin gives the feeling that he doesn't really enjoy being from Romania. I don't really
Eh,
enjoy being from planet Earth. No, I enjoy
eh.
it. I just don't think. Listen, I'm gonna do a proper review, Ren. But you know what I did this weekend? I took.
Sex.
I wish. Listen, this weekend I paid for a course in, and I'm gonna do a. Can you do this properly, you dumb shit? All right, I took a course in comedy writing from Sergiu Floraia, the Romanian comedian. I want to do a proper review when I can actually tell you all about it, but I took that fucking thing because not okay, I know around my way around the joke, but not only I wanted did I want to see his writing process, which I learned a lot from, but also the way he his perspective. And I asked this, there was many people in the Zoom call or whatever, it was over Zoom, obviously COVID and everything, but I asked the dude, I was like, listen man, do you realistically think there's a market to do English stand up in Romania? Because I'm not doing it in Romania. I'm not. It's too difficult for me in Romanian, guys. I can do it while I script it, like I did ROMERCIAL, right? I can do it scripted
Yeah.
and then kind of talk it and whatever the fuck. But that's let's face it. In my opinion, I'm a comic at some point, and I don't believe I'm not a comic. I know I have some funny in me, but the purest form of comedy is stand up, right? And that's what I wanted to do. So from that point of view, when he said there's not a single chance, we brought in Jimmy Carr, and we have brought on A-list comedians, even in like local clubs, and people didn't have success. People weren't laughing. So from that point of view, yes, I regret being from Romania because I really wanted to do English stand-up English in Romanian in Romania, right? I can't do
Well,
it.
you'd be doing stand up for a minority in that sense, because the same way they do.
I know. I didn't mind
in
that. I just
USA for
asked Sergio if there's enough of an audience to
yeah,
actually
yeah.
make money from comedy doing it in English. And he very honestly, but I appreciate him not giving me hope, said no. So yeah, from that point of view,
I think the same. It's
yeah.
Romania is not a country to. I mean, people still argue with you if you speak half Romanian and half English, and not because they.
They're a bunch of hypocrites. They do it too.
Of course they do it too, but or even if they don't, but they were, in my thinking, they were kind of controlled to think that way. Like you're in Romania, you speak Romanian, and everyone else that speaks Romglish or Romglez, whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
it's stupid because one, you don't understand that, and you feel left out. And when you feel left out, you either like lash out or just stay back.
Yeah.
And they choose to
Doesn't
lash
bring you
out.
happiness. You're like, yeah, I don't know this. You make me feel stupid. Fuck you. Go back.
Yeah,
Go
exactly.
speak it to the cultures. They speak.
Instead of asking, yo, dude, what did you say? I want to learn that. They're like, fuck you, or they're just gonna leave, because that's how they were taught. You do not raise any questions, just stay in your bench, hate someone who's different.
Yeah. So, what's her name? Tia? Was Tia or Marzi? To answer your question, I don't hate Romania more than I hate any other country in today's environment. Like, it's pretty chill. I like being from Romania. I mean, we don't have murders on the street. If there is war, we will have to like bend the knee immediately to kind of ally and be the first ones to kind of get hit. Like we're a strategic point, but that also gives us the illusion of like prosperity that we kind of like we are if
False sense of hope and safety.
whatever the hell,
because we're
false or not, it's as real as it is. You know what I mean? So at the moment,
yeah.
it's cool. It's but the economy is shitty, but it's shitty everywhere. It's kind of going. You kind of feel safe on the streets. It's not the worst place to be. And I know we have obviously it was more of a hate and a disappointment when I switched to English that the Romanian content creators that I appreciated weren't getting, and not just me, right? Of course, I felt a little bit underappreciated, and that I'm not gonna lie, but I didn't bitch about it. I don't bitch about it that much. I see to my road, but the type of content I liked wasn't rewarded. So from that point of view, yeah, I am disappointed. If you guys would like what 90% of the content online in Romania nowadays is, which is a reflection of what people want, then you're happy to be to be from Romania.
Not really what people want. It's what the most vocal mass wants.
I agree. But you don't know that for sure, because if it's vocal enough, it influences the trends, and if it influences the trend, then it modifies the people who don't know any better. Yet that 16-year-old girl or boy that I always keep talking about, they don't know any better. They think that's cool. They associate cool with that, and then they just perpetuate the fucking stupidity to a higher degree. So from that point of view, fuck them. I'd rather be poor and like I'm not poor. I'm not starving, guys. Don't worry about me. I do, but I'm not like.
But here's my Patreon.
Yeah.
No,
like I get by, but I know if I would crush my soul just to do it in Romanian again, I would get some traction maybe. But even then, even when I did it in Romanian with all the jokes and criticizing advertising, there was so many spikes against me that I choose to tackle on because I wanted to actually say something. I don't think there's a place for me here when it comes to what I create for you. For my clients, I get clients and I do good work. I'm gonna start showing that here on the channel, my advertising agency part of the work you guys don't know about. But as far as content created for you guys, if you do understand what I told you right now, then you understand why. And Sergio was like the final thing where I was like, I always had a hunch, but I was like, let me ask a pro, you know. And Sergio was kind enough to clear that for me and erase any doubt. So yeah, I'm just keep doing my thing. Maybe I'll have enough time to actually do something ROMERCIAL level worthy in English and consistent. And maybe I'll pick up. If not, I'm gonna use the resources I have and the business I created to live as happily as I can with my family. I never had expectations to be the superstar. I'm fine where I am. The content changed because I got sick of trying to change people through my content. That's why it changed. If I couldn't change it anyway, then why let it eat out my soul when I can just enjoy life a little bit, and maybe when I do talk, I can get to do this. I was stressing before, you understand, man. I put like a month's work in an episode, and at the end I was stressing because it's 20 minutes and 17 seconds, and I knew just 100 people will watch.
Yeah.
So and now I can do this. I can talk for 2 hours and express myself and share my thoughts with a person that I appreciate, and it's very cathartic for me. So I'll take that over fame at the moment.
Yeah, I agree, but on the same note, I'm thinking it's not the fact that Romania is not prepared for the same kind of content as in maybe USA, but we're living a different life. Maybe that's why some sketches or some kind of programming will never work here, because
I disagree.
Society, these humans have not been exposed to some things that Americans have been, and that's why some sketches. Sorry. Because I was thinking about,
let me interrupt you for a second. Go ahead. I just wanted to interrupt you because before you tell me about your own YouTube, which you should do, by the way, so I can get this. No, you should do it, because I in 10 years I get to say I told them to start, like I do for all these kids now that surpassed me.
And he forgot about me.
You forgot where you left from. I disagree with you on the point that maybe Romania isn't well enough. I think America isn't well enough either, but the cheesy, stupid, kind of like low hanging fruit content is as popular in the US as it is in Romania.
I wasn't talking about that.
No, but that's across the board.
Of course, yeah, right? That's true, yeah.
But America having almost 400 million people, the niche is big enough where you have an audience big enough to live a good life if you're doing content in that. Whereas when you have 18 million people or whatever, 20, right? The niche will be like 5,000 people. So even that's why. But I think stupid sells to stupid, and 70%, 75%, 25%. Like, doesn't mean, wow, my content was so smart. I'm talking like other content I liked. Even Creative Monkeys, I think, why don't they have like 3 million by now? And one of these vlogger kids do. I don't understand. Right? That type of shit.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I was wanting to say something similar about Creative Monkeys. I was watching their podcast the other day, and they were in the training tab as they do sometimes on YouTube. It
Okay.
was literally pure trash for Romania training. I mean, pure trash from my point of view. Maybe some people like that, and I don't
Can
want
you
to bash them.
explain
But
this to me? What is this? So they were
so they
what?
went doing their podcast on YouTube
Yeah.
on trending Romania, and they watched and comment some of the videos, and they were basically, what would you expect? Commercial music, dumb Manele things, and some sketches that are
Creative
cringy.
Monkeys in their podcast?
Yeah, on Twitch they do that from time to time. They review trending shit from YouTube.
Oh, so they reviewed it. They didn't do this.
Yeah, they review it. So they go on training and they see videos
Like
that
I
are
did
trending
with
for
the
Romania.
Manele thing. I did a podcast about a month and a half ago, just seeing the top songs of what's popular. I didn't open YouTube Romania, and I don't know if you caught that one. But
I
yeah,
think I was on. It was similar to your thing, yeah.
yeah, whatever. It's all going to shit, so might as well. That was a pure curiosity. But if they lean on that too much, then yeah.
No, they're doing like sometimes when the fans are like, "Yo, check this video from trending," and they start to go on a rabbit hole and they remain dumbfucked. Dude, how can someone come up with these
Yeah.
lyrics or this idea? But it's the Romanul Dino, it's the Romanian guy.
Yeah, but you,
That,
I don't know. Yeah, I understand. Big ups to them for still being
hmm
cool. For a second, you scared me. Like they sold out.
Oh no.
All right, cool.
They're the kings of Romanian internet for now.
For now, we're too much in, man. I also have work tomorrow and
I agree.
psychologist appointment. It was really fun, man. Let's do it again.
Thank you.
We'll do it
I
again.
had fun talking with you, even if I mumble bit mult. I don't know how to say that in English. But yeah, I had fun, and I think being the first time we checked the vibe, and maybe next time we're gonna meet each other face to face and have more intimate, as they say in the business,
Oh yes, we'll draw a
connection.
blanket over ourselves. Shoot our come to the moon.
I'm
I
gonna bring some wine from this part of Romania. Yeah, I'm gonna get you shit faced for the podcast, so that's gonna be awesome.
dudes from Yash. I believe in Yash wine. Moldavian
I'm actually
wine.
from Belceș, not Iași, so
I don't know what that is.
it's the biggest something in Romania, something.
Is it?
I don't know, back in the day when I was in a general school, they were like, our comuna, how do you say that in English? Anyway, our city is the biggest comuna in Romania. I'm like, why don't
Everybody.
we have like gas or internet or something like that? But it's the biggest.
It's like that. I'm from Topalu, like this, and the same. You find your little thing and you go with it. Listen, before we meet face to face, I also we'll do this again like this.
For sure. If it's okay with you and we get the time, yeah, sure. I would love to come
We'll set
come
it up.
and talk nonsense for a few hours.
Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. All right, man. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for
See you
joining
guys.
us. Have a good one. Go on Patreon if you have spare money, if you'd like. If not, join me again, usually Wednesdays, if work doesn't interfere, here from 9 to 10 p.m. Have a lovely rest of the week. Peace.